Hey JR, how's it going, buddy? Thank you very much for asking me to let me, thank you very much for asking me to critique your stuff. I haven't looked at any animation, I haven't done any animation in a long time, so I'm probably really rusty at doing it for sure, and certainly looking at it I'm probably very rusty too. But as always, totally glad to help and thrilled if I can help in any way, shape, or form. And also glad to see that you're sticking to it and that you're still doing it, and the shot looks great. So let's see if I can help out in any way.
You stole it! I thought you put it there! Why would I put it there? Kindness? Kindness? You stole it! He stole it!
All right, shot's looking really good. I made a few notes that I thought I'd just run through. So the first thing that hit me when I saw the shot was this camera move at the front.
You.
Um, it just looks, don't take any of this the wrong way because I love you, man. Uh, the camera move looks a little amateurish. It looks a little kind of like 3D. When I first started with 3D, like I would do these crazy camera moves all the time, and animated camera moves are really tricky to pull off and have it look professional looking. Um, so what I would recommend doing is just sticking to cuts. Um, I would have either a close-up of this and then you cut out to him, or maybe either he walks in and then goes and then you cut to the thing, and then you could even have him say you stole it while you're on that, and that'll save you some animation even, and then you can cut back to him, like he comes walking in or whatever, and then you cut to the plate. Wish I had a plate. Let's pretend that this is the plate. Then you cut to this, and it's like you stole it, and then it cuts back to him. It's like you stole it, or they go from the scene from there, or you can start with the plate, and then you stole it, and then you cut to him. But I think that you can probably get away with avoiding that camera move. It just kind of looks too um, amateurish is kind of the only word that I can come up with. I feel that's too harsh because I know you're not an amateur, um, but it just seems like it's going to be. It just seems unprofessional is maybe a better word for it. And I think that a way that you can get it to look more professional is just to use a cut. What else did I want to talk about? Head arc. Ah, yes. So there's a few spots I noticed a head arc could be nicer. So looking in here,
You stole it!
right there mainly. So if we track his nose, um, right, one, two, one, two, three. So we're getting a sharp angle, kind of a head arc, and it would be kind of cool if also if you look at his head angle, it's kind of this way, you know. It would be kind of cool if, and it would help your arc out a lot if you rotated the head that way a little bit. So like he's coming up in this angle, but as he's getting higher, he's sort of straightening out and coming over this way and then swooping in, so it's something like, you stole it! See how my head kind of goes this way and comes in like that? So, you stole it! And I think that would help out a lot because it's right now it's kind of a sharp angle. It's kind of like you stole it, um, which doesn't feel natural. Be like, you stole it, and even see how I did that. I was like you stole it, and then I kind of come up at the end. You stole it. That kind of adds a little George Jefferson, attitude. You stole it. which might help. Not that this is George Jefferson or anything.
I thought you...
So, head arc. Yeah. The other one that I see kind of, these are kind of general notes throughout the shot, is things like leading. This is a good example. Just on a side note, if you look at this, as he's leaning forward, there's a lot of, I already forget all the terminology from AM. I think is it doubling or AM or mirroring? There's a lot of doubling. Let's just call it doubling or mirroring. There's a lot of stuff that's happening together in the shot here and there, and so like one of those things is right here. You could see, watch as this dude here moves back, this dude is moving forward. So it's almost kind of like, and in fact, because he's pulling his hand down, it's almost like there's a string and he's pulling him forward. You know, see, it's like, it's exactly as his hand is moving back, that guy is coming forward. You know, it's almost like they're like on a little seesaw or teeter-totter or something like that. So that's, you can kind of see with that line there, it's kind of interesting, kind of illustrates the point a little bit more. And then also, there's a little bit of doubling happening here with these hands. You know, he kind of goes into a little bit of a W pose. I'm going to try to... This is a side note. I always hated when mentors make like super picky notes, like bullshit picky notes, when they should be making global animation notes. So I'm going to try to stick to global animation notes. So I don't want to talk about the W pose too much because I think that, especially in this situation, there's not a whole lot you could do. But it would, if there was some sort of variation of timing, a little bit more in the hands. What does he say there?
I thought you put it there!
Whatever. I'll just stop talking about that right now. There could be, generally, there could be a little bit more variation on the timing of hands throughout the shot. And if I see it again, I'll point it out again. But mainly the thing, it was the string thing, how this guy, the guy on the left is moving back and the guy on the right is moving forward at essentially the same speed. It almost looks like they're connected. So if there could be a little bit of variation of timing there, that'd be cool.
I thought you put it there! Why would I...
Oh,